Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be taking a look at the newest 2025 show and con exclusive from Savage Crucible, the Shield of Dezera. If Saturday morning cartoons fueled your imagination as a kid and powers your action figure collecting now as an adult, then you're in the right place. Thanks for stopping by and welcome to Saturday Morning Toy Collecting. And if you like my content, please consider subscribing. All right, here we have the standard Savage Crucible package, but we do have some beautiful updated art here on the front. I love the white and the yellow color scheme to go along with the character, and there is his or her name, the Shield of Dezera, and then a little write-up of the Savage Crucible world there, and then here is the character bio right here. If you want to, let me back that up. If you want to pause and read the entire thing, you certainly can. Nice little bio there. And then here is the character. Oh, looks like one of the heads is falling out. But here is the gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous, stunning paintwork on this figure. Now, I am not Savage Crucible, but myself, I am designating this figure as their sort of like their very first deluxe figure. They're not designating it that way, but I am, because I think the armor is far more deluxe than we've seen before, and they're soft goods, and you get, 3 heads in here, man. There's so much really cool stuff included in this package. We also get something down there in the very bottom in a black plastic bag, so I'm assuming that's another exclusive translucent weapon, I'm assuming. So we're going to find out, and I'm also assuming that there is a playing card back there, a character card with the stats. But also something else that Savage Crucible sent along when they sent me this package for review. So thank you, Rob and company, for sending this out to me. And this was a updated list of their retailers in North America, Canada, Germany, and Japan. And you can see, like, if you're not buying directly from Savage Crucible, then here are some of the other places that you can pick up their figures. And except for this guy right now, because this guy right now is their show and con exclusive. So anytime you go to a show and you see the Harvinger Studios Savage Crucible table set up, they will probably have this thing for sale. And I believe that he is $50, if I'm not mistaken. And he will be available again this coming weekend at Toylanta, which I am going to tomorrow. So anyway, actually today, by the time you're seeing this video, yeah, it'll be today. So let's get this beautiful, beautiful figure opened up and take a closer look at everything he comes with. All right, starting out with the card, I did just snip this off just to go ahead and get that done off camera, and I don't know what I got. So let's see here. I have, let's turn over this way. Oh, this is really cool. I believe this is the like cartographer's kit or something. The journeyman's sextant. So yeah, wondrous item requires attunement. So there you go. If you want to look at the specs and a little write-up on that, you certainly can. I do not have this card, so that's really cool to get that and add it. I don't know if this is a card that was in the first wave or these are new cards. I'm not sure. But that's really cool. And here is the other thing. So let's go ahead and get this opened up. This is probably going to be an exclusive weapon, and I wonder what I got. It does feel like one sword, not two. So let's see here. Oh my goodness. Look at this beautiful, beautiful sword. That is incredible. It's got like this beautiful like pink to purple gradient on it. I hope you guys can see that. That looks nice, man. I am down for this so much. Yeah, I'm digging this. This is beautiful. I love this one. Recently, I got another blue sword that I traded one of my friends in the Cabal, Jeff, traded me, and I got some really cool blue ice sword. But yeah, this guy is pretty incredible. So let's get to the rest of his accessories. He does come with this nice kind of draught, some sort of kind of elixir or potion, which is really cool. Translucent, painted with that nice gold. Has a little plug, plugs in on his belt. He does have an extra space for it. I was just double checking. He does come with this new sword that I don't believe I've seen before. It's really nice. It's very utilitarian. It's nothing flashy, but you've got this gold hilt and nice bronzing and oxidization. It looks like a little bit on there, some rust, a lot of weathering and a lot of chipping on this sword, and that looks great. This sword's seen some better days. He also comes with a soft goods cape, a first for the line. It looks really nice. It's adequately weathered and distressed, which looks really cool. It has lots of little holes in it, and it has a very nice texture and weight. And it is stitched right here at the front and has a little hole for the neck peg to go through. And then there is a wire down just the front of the cloak, so it does kind of bunch up and it holds its position. The wire feels very thin, but the material is also very thin and lightweight, so it holds it very well. There is no around the edge, no wire around the edge, which is fine with me. And then we get into the hands. We have two gesturing, clawing hands on horizontal hinges, and then we have two weapon holding hands on vertical hinges, and they look really, really nice. We do get three different styles of head. This one has the articulated jaw, which is nice, has a nice lavender color on the inside of the mouth, which is really nice and kind of goes along with its namesake for what it is designed after. And then here we have this hooded head, but with the hood down. And again, we have the articulated jaw that opens and closes, and we have the hood kind of laid back. And then we have that same head, but with the hood flared out as he's ready to attack, again with the articulated jaw. So I'm really glad that they went with these heads, and maybe in the future we'll even see some additional heads with these with the same colorway. So now let's check out the figure itself. And here we have the Shield of Dezera standing straight up and down just as he comes out of the package. And if you guys haven't had a chance to go and watch the Meet the Collector interview that I did with Nikki Nicole of Nikki Nicole Customs, she is a staff member of Harvinger Studios. She works for them. She does painting, and she actually painted this figure. This is based on her love of snakes. She used to buy and raise and sell snakes at one point, and she told me in that interview that this is based on a snake that she had. It was a lavender albino reticulated python. I hope I got that right. And if you look that up, you'll see that yes, this is indeed what those snakes look like. And I believe that she said that she had painted this as a custom, and she showed it to Rob, and he was like, "That is killer, and we should do that. Like, we should make that into a character for the Lemurians." And I'm glad they did, because this thing is fire. I love the look. The paint job is just absolutely incredible. It is definitely the star of the show. But look, this armor is nothing to sneeze at. This armor is absolutely beautiful. It's got a very nice wash and patina to it. I love the new gladiator style belt and that connected sheath and real metal chain. And we will take him off the rotating base and take a closer look at him in just a second. But that the plugs that go into the sheath are removable, so you can take them off and do with it what you will. You can probably put that on different Lemurian armor if you'd like, or different character once we get wave 2, put it on their armor, some of the human characters. But yeah, this guy looks great. So let's get him off the base and take a closer look at all that beautiful paint. And here we have a closer look at that figure with the paint job. Look at this is insane. Look at how beautiful that is. It has a very nice pearlescent look. The white does all over the body, very much like the shadow slate that came out. It was very kind of like pearlescent. It's just beautiful. It just pops in that light. The light just kind of dances across this already gorgeous sculpt. You can see the paintwork goes all the way down the back. Oh man, all the way down the tail. The articulated tail looks great. So beautiful. Like, I just cannot get over this paint job. It's glorious. So I'm hoping that this guy makes his way online for those who are not able to travel to toy shows or cons, so that everybody can get their hands on this guy. He just looks incredible. You can look up that far, look down that far. Let's try out the other heads while we're here, because I love that first head, but man, I wonder, like, what is this going to look like when we pop this on? Oh man, that looks so good. It looks very menacing. I don't feel like it's popped in all the way. Oh, there we go. That's much better. And that just looks good. It just looks like he's ready to pounce. And then the flared out, he's been angered. He's ready to go. It's time to go to war. And yeah, there we go. There we have it. And that just looks fantastic as well. Looking so good. Man, I honestly, I don't know which head to go with on my shelf. This is gonna be pretty hard to choose. But let's go ahead and get the cape on. I want to see how this works out, being that this is the first that comes with soft goods. And man, I think he looks adequately. He's ready. He's done his time training to become a Jedi, and he's ready to go and meet with you know. Jabba at his palace. No, I'm just kidding. He looks great. And you can position this up. Let's see if we can get some wavy poses out of it. We can have it draped over the one shoulder, have it covering one shoulder. That looks really cool. Let's see. Can we get it standing up? We can get it blowing back a little bit. So it's holding its shape, but it doesn't want to really hold up much of the. There we go. So yeah, it's holding it up pretty well. I think that looks really nice. The armor is removable. It does have a clasp right here that we can unhook. And then again, like if you wanted, you can see that you can unplug these two posts for the sheath right here on each side. Those plugs are removable. I'm not going to remove them because I know these figures well enough to know that they don't pop in the easiest. Now the belt here is a loose piece. It does look like the waist piece down in there is all black from what I can tell. And this sheath is really, really killer too. We have a short length of real metal chain here, longer length of real metal chain. Sorry guys. And this beautiful, beautiful sheath. It's very, very weathered. Lots of paint apps here and dry brushing, and it is just glorious. This looks beautiful. I know this is just going to slide in like butter, and it does. Looks good hanging at his side. And then again, let's put his potion right here. Let's see how well this is going to pop in. The post on it feels pretty substantial, so I'm hoping that it pops in very well. If I can just get enough clearance between the belt piece and the inside waist piece, because sometimes just having enough clearance to get it to poke in can be difficult. I'm probably gonna have to do this off camera. There we go. I just had to pop the torso off of the abdomen section, and then this whole piece just slid right off, and I pushed it in and then put everything back together. That's probably the best way, because otherwise you're just not going to be able to get enough clearance in there to push that all the way through. And let's see here real quick. Let's give him one of his gesturing hands, because I really do want to get this guy into like a really cool pose before we do a quick little size comparison. And I don't know, guys, have you been messing around with Savage Crucible? Do you have one? If you don't, you need to get your hands on one, because they pose really, really nicely. They're a good value. They're a good price. They're a good product. The company is listening to fan feedback and making changes where necessary, adding additions, and man, they're only going to get better from here on out. And this guy is absolutely killer. This guy is fantastic. So let's get him standing straight up and down, do a little size comparison, because if you're like me and you dig Savage Crucible, you dig their world, the mythos, the characters. Right now we have a whole bunch of Lemurians and more human and dwarf and like demon style characters. They're all on the way. More is coming. More is coming. And here, let's have this guy staying straight up and down. But if you're like me and you like to mix these guys into your Mythic Legions line, you certainly can. So Let's get this guy standing up, and I'm going to put him next to, where is it? My legendary barbarian. Here is the non-Conan, and as you can see, they stand very, very closely to the exact same height, and they have about the same bulk and weight and heft, so they look really good. So you could definitely mix these into your display and your toy photography, absolutely no problem. So let's get him under some lighting and into some backgrounds and see how he poses up. I just can't say enough good things about this figure. I absolutely love the paint job that Nikki did. It is incredible. And to think that this came from something that she did personally on her own and then decided, then the company decided to make it an official release is just, I know that makes, she's just over the moon about it. Absolutely. As anybody would be. This figure is beautiful. The armor, the upper chest armor, the lower armor, the weaponry, everything that comes with this guy is amazing. Like I said, I am designating this as like a, deluxe figure, even though they may not be considering it, a deluxe figure. He just comes with a lot of really, really cool stuff, and I'm digging everything about it. And for those who are asking, yes, this guy does come with the newly retooled feet that doesn't have the bump on the bottom, so he is much easier to stand up. If anybody has gotten the new feet from Savage Crucible, you know that they've added a world. It's a game changer keeping these guys standing straight up now, because they did used to have a problem with the first wave. So he does have the new feet, the flatter feet, which is really cool. So let me know in the comments down below. Are you guys going to any shows this year? Have you picked one up already? Because I think he was available a couple weeks ago at ZoloCon for the first time. Are you getting him this weekend at Toylanta? Are you going to wait and try to catch him online later? Let me know in the comments down below what your plan is to get the Shield of Zera into your collection. And just thanks again to Rob and everybody over there at Harvinger Studios and Savage Crucible for sending me this guy for review. You guys, I love you. You guys are awesome. Thank you so very much for thinking about me in your review copies. So thank you so very much. Thank you guys for tuning in and watching. I super appreciate it. Please continue to check us out over at Instagram at Saturday Morning Toy Collector. I am your Saturday Morning Toy Collector, Mark, and I'll see you in the toy aisles.